All right, ready?
No.
Last dab number 2.
He's joking. Welcome back to the City of Palms podcast. Thank you for watching, viewing, and subscribing. We appreciate it. We got a giveaway coming up.
Yes, sir. Yeah, head over to Instagram right now, wherever you're listening to this or watching on YouTube. Go over to our Instagram at City of Palms Podcast, and there's going to be a post. We're giving away. What are we giving away, dude?
We're giving away the Broly boards, sick wall art, which we don't even need to disclose the retail amount on that. That's a private number.
It's a one of a kind.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone who sees that thing's priceless, dude.
And it's my favorite character, so I want to give this shit away. Big ass Broly painting. What is the mini keyboard? Mini controller.
A little MIDI controller.
Unopened,
still in the box. That's a retail at like $120, brand new. Like I said, I've already explained this once. I'm not even gonna front. I bought it. I ended up getting 2, so now I'm giving 1 away.
That's how
No
that
need
goes.
to keep one on the shelf, so we're giving it away.
Hell yeah. Instructions are on the Instagram post. Just head to our Instagram. You're going to have to follow our page, City of Palms Podcast. You're going to have to like the post. You're going to have to tag 2 friends in the post and put it on your story. And we're going to take note of everyone who enters, and you could win both of those things.
But you got to subscribe to our YouTube, too.
For real. Like, we make this podcast for audio platforms, but a lot of our efforts go into the video. And it's all on YouTube, and it's free. So go give us a subscribe on YouTube so you can see our faces as well, and the faces of our guests.
There we go. That's going to be dope. That's a giveaway that I've got a couple, like, Finstas that are coming in hot on that giveaway. I got some Finstas. I got some bots out there in Czechoslovakia that are going to do some work for me.
Get there before Danny does.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
But today, we've got a long-awaited episode.
Episode 91.
Familiar face.
Yeah, long awaited, but he's been on before.
Yep, we've got Cody Smith today. You've seen him on the episode. We did a little audio engineer type episode with him and Evan Smith, and we all just chopped it up for a while. But today, we're going to talk with Cody himself.
Evan Seals. I'm Cody Smith. That's Evan Seals.
Evan Smith is a skateboarder. Evan Seals. Evan Seals, the other audio engineer who is a friend of ours.
Shout out, Evan.
Was on, I don't even remember what episode that was, 80 or something like
Episode 84. No, I'm just playing.
Look it up. Go to our YouTube. Look it up.
yeah. Subscribe while you're there.
How you doing, dude?
Oh, man, I'm fucking alive.
We have an interesting concept for this episode, and you recommended the spiciness to this episode.
Yes,
Give it a little twist.
I did, just because I feel that my own presence isn't enough to, like, bring in the views, but pain is. So, like, splitting that difference and doing whatever the hell this is.
What have we created? At first, it was the jelly bean idea. It was a game where you spin a wheel and it picks a type of jelly bean, and we were gonna just eat spicy jelly beans.
But my partner literally, like, was trying to just clean up the kitchen, lifted the box up, and the entire thing exploded. Every single bean fell out, so there was, like, no salvaging that. Tried to go to the store before we got here, and they closed 10 minutes before I got there. So now we're doing, like, some weird spin the bottle thing.
Yeah, luckily we had this arsenal of hot sauce from our episode we did with Stephen Gabriel. We did like a hot ones type thing, and of course we didn't eat all the sauces. So we've got 8 sauces here, and they're all labeled according to their hotness. And we're just gonna spin these little bottles here since we don't have a spinner, and it's gonna pick what hot sauce Cody and I and Danny. Are you gonna eat the hot sauce, or are you gonna sit out just to laugh?
I'm gonna sit out. Yeah,
okay. He can laugh at us. He can sit here and laugh.
Somebody needs to be able to actually ask questions.
Yeah. So once one gets spun, or is it whoever spins it is taking? How's that gonna work? Like, or is one once it hits a hot sauce, are you both taking a spoonful?
Yeah, I think it'll be Cody will spin. Whatever he lands is what he has to eat on the spoon, and I will also eat it on the spoon. And then we'll ask questions and
that's
just
fair.
talk.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it. That guy stopped recording.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and reset the cameras. Do we start just with the spin though? Just break it off with a spin?
I feel like let's actually have a conversation and try to get some content there, and then break into
Let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning.
Let's get something usable.
We can do that.
Because, like, knowing my luck, we're just going to go straight to fucking 8. First question.
Yeah, that'd be rough. That would be rough. Have you tried that before? Any of the sauces from that show?
I have not, but I did a hot sauce karaoke up at Ollie's Pub in Cape Coral.
Okay.
And the dude who runs it made his own hot sauce.
Oh gosh.
And it wasn't with Carolina Reapers. It was with the pucker butt pepper,
Oh my god.
which is the next step up, but
Wow.
still slightly less than Pepper X. And we didn't just get like a spoonful; we got a fucking ladleful,
Oh my god.
and then had to do karaoke.
Liquid
Oh my
fire.
God.
Yeah. The dude who
That sounds
hosted it,
fun though.
like, did it and busted an ulcer.
Oh.
8 people puked, 3 on stage, and my ass was literally chapped the next day. Like, not a bit. Like, it hurt
Not
to
a
walk.
bit. It hurt.
What'd you do during? Did you have any remedies during the experience that
Oh.
helped your mouth?
Like, you weren't able to do it during the karaoke, but like I grabbed muscle milk. Like, honestly, even though alcohol like dilutes it, if you just swish it and spit it, it's really good at like getting all the caspation out and properly like out of your mouth.
Oh.
Damn. That sounds fun though. That sounds like a good
Yeah.
time.
Oh, it was fantastic. It kind of sucks I didn't win, but that's just more because I'm a sore loser.
Oh yeah.
Was that your hottest experience?
Yes.
I feel like I haven't felt that hot in a long time. Probably since the Hot Ones episode, to be real. What about you?
The worst I've had. Yeah, that was bad.
I don't think that's the worst I've had though.
Yeah, no, the worst I remember having was I worked at a country club, and I don't remember what was there. Some dude, the expo there, he had to like sign off on it. Like he had to sign a waiver to buy this hot sauce or something, and he ended up buying it. It was like came in a box, very little too. He paid like $30 for this
Test
little box.
tube.
Yeah, dude, literally it was, and he would get people. He would like mix it with like a little bit of like buffalo, or he'd just be
It
like,
could
dude,
just be capsaicin extract. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the shit they put in hot sauce to make it hot. If you just eat that straight,
Like the bomb, which is like the one that on Hot Ones is like the one that they get the reaction
turn
shot
it-
from,
yeah.
is just extract. You are supposed to like actually mix it with food and everything, but they just do it straight, which is what gets that money shot and why it tastes like shit.
yeah,
dang, I wish we
yeah,
would have got that in our kit
Yeah,
because we bought the Hot Ones kit. But I guess it didn't.
Yeah, that one's not. They probably couldn't get the licensing for that one.
True. Yeah, that's a different brand. That's right. We just got their.
And also, it's not fun. Like I've done it before. It's not fun. It doesn't taste good.
Mm-hmm. It's just heat.
Yeah, it's heat and just like, ugh. That's the only way to describe it. Just, ugh, it's visceral.
That's how I've heard. Have you ever had a Carolina Reaper?
Yes.
Really? I always have wanted to try, even though it seems like the most miserable thing ever.
I didn't do it straight. I did like the 1 chip challenge.
Oh,
Carolina
yeah,
Reaper.
yeah.
But it's still not good. And that's,
Yeah.
like the hot sauce I did for karaoke
Was above the.
was above the Carolina Reaper, and it was just mashed and pureed. Like they didn't dilute it. They didn't add like they had a little bit of like garlic and a little bit of vinegar, but like it was.
Because I've like seen lots of videos of people doing the Carolina Reaper and just like trying to go for like 10 minutes without a drink or whatever, and it seems miserable. I've never felt anything like that.
I want to like make it 3 sauces without doing it, but if we just get 8 straight off the bat, fuck that.
We gotta grab the kefir.
Well, let's get a little.
Little Lifeway branding, not a sponsor.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Do you remember the jalapeno we had at William Quidley's house?
I do. That was coming up to, but I didn't want to start with that. I didn't want to be like, that's the hottest experience.
Jalapeno.
But something was in that wasn't.
I know,
that
dude.
was a Florida grown one or something.
Yeah, like I
dude.
don't know. He grew that, like he just like, or maybe he knew what he was doing. I was gonna say randomly. Maybe they like calculated that, and they're like, this is bred to be the hottest jalapeno.
They put some of that extract
Because
in
it
the
was
soil.
like that. I remember it was probably because I was a kid. I was like fucking 11 or something like that. But I remember that being like torturously hot, to where like I was shoveling ice cream in my mouth just like to calm it a little bit.
And I feel like I hate to interrupt that story. I just feel like I need to say because like I'm not a spicy guy, like by any means.
Wow.
Like Tapatio, when I put that in my grits, a little too spicy.
Yeah, Tapatio is the go-to.
Oh
Like
my
this isn't gonna be fun.
This is gonna be crazy. Yeah, I'm not a spicy guy either. Even just the other day, dude, I got Publix wings, Publix hot and spicy wings. Next day, I was like, couldn't do it.
That's the worst. Like when it upsets your digestive
Yeah,
system.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And that really hot stuff really does that. You can like feel it going through you. You know?
It fucks up like your week.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah. It puts
That's
a-
why I feel for the
a strain
people,
on
the
the personal
celebrities
life.
that like do hot ones, because a lot of times they do that on like press runs or whatever, and they'll like have other shit to do the rest of the day, and they'll just be obliterated, and just like at Ellen, just like holding their stomach.
This story about Riff Raff where he was just like in the bathroom, still wearing his Peach Panther suit, just fucking hurling in the sink. It was just like,
my gosh.
who's the white guy with dreads like puking in our sink? Oh, that's Riff Raff. He was just on Hot Ones. How do you think the guys at Complex feel about that show on the days that they're taping? Because like that's an actual brand.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
Like they're a hip hop brand that like first subsidiary, First We Feast, and then that's like their main moneymaker right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That show exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. I would think. Yeah, they're probably loving it because I mean it's even on Hulu now. A couple couple seasons. I'm like,
Wait,
they got
Hulu?
that Hulu contract. Yeah.
I knew they were doing a show, like is that what it is, the live show?
No, it's just what it is on YouTube on Hulu.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but there's only season 1, so it's like all older episodes. It's like YouTube, they've got like 20 seasons or something like that. Like they've got a lot. Yeah.
Dang. Well, anyways, on to Cody Smith. Enough about the hot sauces in front of us. We'll be feeling those eventually. So I saw your 3-song stories, and they introed it saying that you started vocal lessons at age 5. Was that your first experience
not
with music?
proper vocal lessons. It was just me doing choir. Like it was getting on stage and like singing "The Lion Sleeps Tonight" with choreography and all that bullshit, and then going off and puking in the toilet and just like straight runts coming out.
Oh God, from anxiety.
Yeah.
So did that not? I mean, for lack of a better term, leave a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, I know. I absolutely do not like performing, but it's like one of those things where like it sucks, but it's such like a high that I can't do like proper drugs because like I know how I react to like those kind of situations, so that's what I use music instead for. It's just like, oh, this is bad for me, but oh, it feels so good.
Wow.
Like
That's a good way of putting it, dude. And that's important too. We talk about this too. It's like just stepping out of your comfort zone, and just to even hear you say, "I'm not a spicy guy," but you're like about to, do this, and then like you don't like performing, but you do it all the time. Just it's a way to like step out. That's good.
Like
That's good.
my motto when somebody asks me like, "Are you ready?" It's like, "No, I'm not. Let's fucking do it." Because like that, I'm not gonna be prepared for most shit. Like, because I don't want to be prepared. Because that makes more effort, and like obviously you still practice instruments and everything, but like properly like getting the right mindset just fucks me up, and I'm not gonna try to do that shit. Whether it's like skydiving, which I've done and loved.
Wow.
Didn't get prepared. Just strapped onto a dude, nuts to butts, and he jumped out of a plane, and I had to go with him.
13,000 feet, 11,000.
I was 18, and I had my mom sign me up.
Yeah.
He was like, "Mom, I'm an adult. Let's do it."
Well, like I grew up with like her boyfriend at the time was a skydiver. Like, that's what he did for his birthday every single year. Was we went out to the Clewiston Drop Zone, and they had a thing where like it's called the skydive boogie, and you could like grab onto the back of a Cessna and it would fly you up. There was an old dude who like went up in an air balloon and skydived naked. It was just like crazy wild shit that I always like grew up around, and was like, I'm an adult, I can do this legally, let's fucking go.
Sick.
That's cool, dude. I've always wanted to. Never have.
Oh, it's great when you're like actually floating, except I got caught right on my left. Yeah, the fucking shit like literally hit my nuts when we were riding up, so I had to get dropped in midair to like adjust it, which is fucking terrifying. But other than that, it was like a really good descent, and like you just like see all across Florida because we're so fucking flat. It was just great.
Damn. That's cool.
Has performing and like having to deal with that anxiety and like overcome that hurdle every single like so often, has that helped with anxiety just in like your everyday life?
No.
Dang.
Like exercise has been like a lot better for that because I can just like turn my brain off and just like I'm fucking breathing in, breathing out, 1, breathing in, breathing out, 2.
Yep.
And like actually getting into like meditate and that kind of shit, which I never really got into before. But on stage, like I have to think. Like even if I'm like just playing drums, like everybody always goes like, the drummer's the dumb one. It's like, yeah, but we have to count to 4 like a lot. Like a lot. Like it's like if you're watching somebody drumming and like they're trying to keep proper time, it's going on in their head is, all right, this is a fucking 4-bar phrase. I'm on 1 2 3 4 2 2 3 4. I have 2 more 2/4s left, and then I actually get to go and move on to the next section. Make sure I hit this fill, and I need to subdivide to that to make sure I can actually get the 1E into 2E into 3, a 4, and ba da 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 ba da 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 ba da ba da.
Oh yeah.
Fuck. Like I feel like you can even see me like hyper focusing, just imagining that bit, which is on stage. Like I am full of rum and even pre-workout because it's actual fucking exercise I'm doing behind the kit.
Yeah.
And it's just so hyper concentrated that I can't. Like there is like a zone of like endorphins and everything that you get when you're like doing really intense like exercise and shit.
Like a runner's high?
Almost, yeah. I never ran. I was just a cheerleader in marching band, so cheerleader and in marching band, not a cheerleader in marching band. But sorry. I make stupid jokes that only I find funny. I apologize. The target demographic for this podcast is me and my mom, which is why I want to do the hot sauce.
Sick.
But yeah, so it's just like its own buzz versus like actually getting to shut my brain off and like actually properly deal with my anxiety and everything, which I get to do through working out.
That's real, dude. I respect that.
Which, thank you guys for taking me on last time, because that was like my wake up call to like actually finish getting my ass back in shape, because like I fell off hard, and even though like December was talking to me like, no, their focal length was only 70 at that time, but we got them to a proper 90 now, so your face doesn't look so fat. It's like, it still felt fat looking at that episode, so now I just do. Now my knee's back to being messed up, so I'm only doing half-hour cardio a day.
It's good though, dude.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I'm like back in the gym properly after like fucking my knee up, wrestling with a guitarist for a metal band. This is so stupid. And just like I'm back to like going to the gym and setting PRs every time, which is so good.
Yeah. Yep. Because you can see that improvement. It feels so good.
Every time.
Yep.
Which doesn't seem like it's supposed to be right, but it feels good.
Yeah. I know, right? Yeah. That's true. Would you ever skydive?
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah? I never knew your opinion.
Didn't we
that.
talk about that sometime? I feel like you and I talked about that as some sort of like thing we could do at some point. Is get our licenses to skydive.
When we reach 500 subscribers, I just set milestones.
Head to the YouTube channel.
I mean, they give you video that you can use for any case you want. So you could actually do like a 500,000 subscriber type shit and set yourselves like with the video going on in the background of you jumping out of a plane as like
That
a
would be
subscriber
cool,
special.
dude.
That'd be sick.
We're gonna do that.
Yeah.
We'll set a benchmark at some point, but
And instead of 500,000, it's 500. Literally 500 subscribers.
We have 200. Go.
So please subscribe.
What if someone listened to that? Like, what if one day we did have 500,000 and someone listened to this episode like way later, and they're just like, back when they had 200 subscribers?
It's gonna be me.
Right?
It's gonna be me bullying you guys with Shay and being like, "Hey, remember when you said like on episode 91?
Yep.
Hop in, boys. We're going to Clewiston."
Yeah, that's it. Skydive boogie. Doing it naked. Fuck it.
Bro, I'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
So what was your first band then, musically? What was your
So,
first like collective?
My
Musical?
very first band, I was 13, and it was called the Can't Singers, which the joke was every single member was in choir. We were it was a 3-piece harmony, and we covered the band Busted. But the problem with the band Busted is that's the band the Jonas Brothers covered on their early records.
Oh, so you're competing against the Joe Bros.
We were basically just covering Jonas Brothers songs. And like because there was only like one venue to play when we were 13, it was like a Christian rec center, so we were like opening for heavy metal bands and stuff. And we were just doing like 3-piece harmonies over. Like I learned how to play drums properly with that band. Like literally turned 13 on a Friday, had my first band practice Saturday. That Sunday we had a show.
Jesus.
Wow.
And like I was not good.
Did you throw up?
No, actually, luckily, Because like at that point, I've been doing that enough to like not puke. Podcasts are still like a weird situation for me, so who knows? Especially with all that shit. So 13, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yes. Sorry, ADHD. Have to like reconnect thoughts and like figure out what the words I just said were. So like I was not good. Like I didn't even have drum lessons until I was 14. So I still had like an entire year playing with that band before I even had like an actual drum lesson.
Oh jeez.
But it was mainly just like I learned how to like I auditioned for the band by playing Rock Band. Like they literally sat my ass down at the like rec center with Rock Band and was like, look, if you can play through this stupid song, you can join the band, just get a drum set.
You hit all the right colors.
Like to this day, I still like will pull up like Guitar Hero drum tracks without like the actual drum part playing and just sit there with like the beats and stuff because like it's actually drum tablature. Like that is the most like you can't really play Guitar Hero and learn how to play guitar. You can absolutely learn how to play drums through.
What?
Yeah.
I was wondering. Yeah, because I know the guitar is not similar to play.
No.
Like you can't actually play guitar if you play Guitar Hero. But
And like that's actually something that I talked a lot to Joseph from Dead Ritual, the drummer, about because like he's in the same boat where like we'll start talking technical and he'll just like, I play Rock Band. That's how I know how to play this shit. Don't talk to me about paradiddles.
what's a paradiddle?
So there's a thing called marching band rudiments, which is how like because okay, you're about to get fucking technical and shit.
Go for it.
So, marching bands come from military bands. You had, like, the Civil War drummer boy and shit. So, back then, and, like, in order to, like, learn how to play drums and shit, everything, you have rudiments, which are, like, the rudimentary sets on how to play drums. There's, like, 24 or something that are officially recognized by the American Percussion Society, and a paradiddle, which is like one of the first permutations, because you have your single stroke, which is just right, left, and then you have a double stroke, which is right, left. A paradiddle would be right, left, left.
That's crazy.
Paradiddle. That's the tutorial.
Do you? So we're at 27 right now.
We are?
Yeah.
So then how about we take a break and then we get into the
change the camera.
heat.
Yep.
All right. We're going to take a quick ad break. Enjoy them. In the meantime, we should have a couple in there. This podcast is brought to you by Anchor.
Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast?
When we were trying to get this podcast off the ground, we had a lot of questions like, how do we record an episode? How do we get our podcast on all the apps people like listening? How do we make money from the podcast?
And the answer to every one of these questions is simple. Really simple, actually. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use.
And now, Anchor can match you with sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you can get paid right now. In fact, that's what we're doing by reading this ad.
And see, I got mad love for Anchor because we are... How long are we into this podcast? A year and 8 months?
Yeah.
Almost. We're gonna be coming up on 2 years soon.
Yeah, dude.
In fact, next month will be 2 years. And I gotta say, 2 years to this date, Anchor is the only ad that's been rocking with your boys. So.
And we've never had a complication.
No, never a complication with Anchor.
We got it out every Monday.
They really are the greatest distributor service that we could ask for.
So if you've always wanted to start your own podcast and make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start. That's anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start.
I can't wait to hear your podcast. Yes! Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the ads. So, We're
So
gonna
we
get
should
going
finish
here.
the first question.
Yeah,
Let's rifle off the
I'll
band.
speed through all these. After that one, that's when I started hooking up with my friend Ricardo, and like he was basically in every band that I did up until 2016. So every stupid variation off of those bands were just him, and I don't think we even had a name for the most part during those days until 2015. That's when we became, at first, the Butterfly Catchers, and then B Frank kind of gave us a "what the fuck you guys doing" look when we played our show over at GCL, because that was like our first show ever was at GCL. And then we were like, no, we forgot Steve. That was just our band name. We didn't have a friend named Steve. We were just like, used a band name generator. We forgot Steve was on there. We liked it. That was the band. That's actually the band that I started playing with my friend Brendan in. And he's been with me since 2015. We're coming up on almost a decade here in the next few years of me and him just playing together. He's the bass player for Perfect Sequence now. It's his main gig, but he's been on every Cody Co record except for like the acoustic stuff. And so after We Forgot Steve, kind of fell off the face of the earth, and then went to college, became Cody in the First Chair Flukes with a K, because I'm very original and like really bad puns for my band names. And that was with that band left me. The First Chair Flukes left me and went off to start the Birdmen with Grant Cobb, because Grant Cobb was my guitar player. And he was just like, I don't think that playing with a 19-year-old kid who's having a mental breakdown instead of practicing is a good career move, so he started his own punk band off of that.
Birdman.
Which, they were fucking great. I even wound up joining the Birdmen to play drums on after a while.
Whoa.
Which was kind of a fun little, like, callback and shit. And then Cody and Co became birthed because I was like, the concept was going to be, oh, each record I'm going to have a different lineup. Every live show is going to be different. It's going to be kick-ass. I did that about 3 times live, realized it's tedious as all fuck. And then I was lucky to stumble into the guys that I've been playing with for 3 years? Christ. Which is Isaiah Suriel on sax. And he's actually one of the band leaders for the Ave Maria band, and also the band leader for the FGCU band. And he's a regular like collaborator with Hunter Dolan. And just, he's a name you need to look out for, because he's gonna absolutely be like the next fucking Kamasi Washington. He is so talented, and I have no idea why he plays with me, but I am so fucking grateful.
Heck yeah.
And that's not at all to diminish Brendan and Skylar and like, oh, you guys are the most talented. Like, these are all like wonderful fucking musicians. Like I said, Brendan Dubois is also my bass player, and then Skylar Brenton, who's also the drummer for Perfect Sequence, is also my drummer. I kind of share custody of those guys with Caleb from Perfect Sequence, and we just kind of go back and forth with the boys. I get him some weekends, he gets some holidays. But that's kind of like the main Cody & Co right now, and if I ever like get the creative juice back in my body, that's where I'm going to be going next, is doing a full band record with them, actually letting Skylar have a drum kit, because if you listen to my records, there's no drum kit, because I was listening to a lot of Dinosaur Jr., not Dinosaur Jr., T-Rex. T-Rex is the band. They didn't actually have a drum set on their first record, and I was like, I want to do that. And then nobody wanted to listen to my records because I did weird shit like not have drum set on it. Which, Cody & Co music, if you want to check out that kind of shit.
Cody & Co.
CODY &CO.
So, with the stuff you want to do from here forward, is just like the inspiration not there, or is it like a scheduling type thing, or just not the right time?
I'm enjoying not being creative. Like,
that's fair.
Granted, I'm very privileged enough to have a creative job. Like, I work 2 days a week. I go in. Like, if I'm doing an art center gig, I might be a lighting director. I might be audio engineer for international artists. Like, this past week, I got to do an impromptu sound set with a country artist I grew up listening to with no notice, and just threw that together, which I feel is still very creative, but not in like the same way that writing and producing music is.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like a different part of that same kind of realm.
Yeah. That's kind of cool, because you're able to make a living. You're a professional at at music, that is your
Yeah.
whole livelihood, but it's not like creating records is becoming your like breadwinner, so you're having to make shit and write songs and do this and do it, because then at that point like it kind of becomes more of a task.
And I still have stuff that I like. People are coming to me to want to work on stuff. Like I'm currently playing drums in a band called Skylar Brenton, named after the lead singer Skylar Brenton, because very creative band name. And like that's been my main musical project right now, just because I don't have to think. I just hit drum, which is so nice. But I still like do recordings with him. Like I did his acoustic EP, I did his full band EP, and I'm about to do his live record here soon. And we have like a full album we're going to do with him. I have some other clients that are potential here in the next month or two that, when they come out, are going to be really cool. And if they never come out, it's still going to be a cool opportunity. But that one I'm keeping a little bit more until like actually things start moving. I'm going to keep those ones in pocket.
That makes sense. And you've been doing scoring too, right? You showed us the one you did for the BDSM show.
I just dropped the theme song for the BDSM game show hosted by Rab Russell up at Ollie's Pub. I did an entire theme for a movie that December was going to start working on.
That's right. The
Port
of the Islands.
Like I have full orchestral arrangements, and then like for the cuts that were going to be made to the 80s, I have just like grimy 80s synthwave stuff mixed in with like the orchestral themes I came up with. So December, get on it.
That must be so cool as a musician, like someone who that is your whole life, to have such different like outlets for that same realm. Like making a record for Cody Co has to be drastically different than making a score for a film.
Like especially because like I went to school for composition and audio engineering, so like that's a muscle like I've been using for. I first learned how to start composing in my freshman year of high school. I literally took my music theory class, and instead of like sitting there and being like, turn to page 82 and we're going to talk about a major third, he went, hey, this is computer. Our school paid a lot of money for it. This is the software. Fucking use it. Write me a song.
Hell yeah.
And I got to learn how to like orchestrate for an entire like string quartet, an entire like orchestra, a brass symphony, like all this stuff by the time I even left high school. And that's kind of why I feel like I just made my first presence known with music as just weird obtuse shit. Because a band I forgot about was called Pine Island, and they had a full recording studio because their grandpa died, and that's how their dad wanted to connect with them. So 15 got an entire recording studio to learn how to record.
Whoa.
16, like I'm doing all these compositions. So by the time I get to like 20, I've been doing this for a while. It's just like, no, I don't want to make popular music. Fuck that shit. It's easy. But nobody wants to listen to that.
I feel that though. Like just to be able to flex all those muscles, it's got to be healthy for you as a creative.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like David Bowie made some pretty shitty records on purpose because that's something you have to do every once in a while. And I feel like now that I've got that out of my system, if I ever get to this next record, it'll be cool. If I never get to it, fucking whatever. I did what I wanted to do.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, that's what you have to. That has to be the bottom line as a creative. Yeah. Like you can't really compromise your own passions and desires, because then it's like the joy becomes job. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? More than the joy.
See, I can't agree with that because my entire like concept behind my life is selling out what I enjoy at every point possible because I don't want to do a real job. When I was working at Target the last time I was on here, like I was fucking miserable. That was the first job I had since I was 18. Like 19 through 23, I was just doing music, and it was fucking fantastic. And going back like to Target, like literally the day before I came on this podcast, I tried to kill myself because that's just where I was mentally because I was compromising myself so much versus like now I'm joining some cover bands and that kind of stuff, which is still a compromise, but I don't care as much because like I'm still get to fucking hit a drum. Like I still get to enjoy myself and like hang out and be creative, even if it's like, all right, guys, we're gonna go play some Sublime. Fuck.
But even that, I can see what you mean. Like the corporate environment for someone who like your brain is always wanting to be in that position of like, even though it's like you want to be doing hard work, you know, you're not just like, oh, I don't want a job. You want your job to be focused in that world. You don't want to be taken out of it.
No, like I fully compromised with myself when I was younger that I would rather be homeless than like not work, not do music. And as somebody who is in a relationship now, I don't have the option of, oh, I can be homeless and still do music. No, I have to make sure every day that I'm at least doing something to help make sure that the person I love and care about can still have what they need. Because COVID, that fucked up a lot of shit for me personally, and I'm still trying to like make some recovery because a lot of stuff that happened for me wasn't fair to my partner, none of that. And it was just, well, that's why I was working at Target and was compromising myself, but literally walked out of that shit the day after Christmas and not looking back.
That's good.
Just fucking nice.
Yeah, that's really real too. Like I appreciate, you know, what you said. I mean, it's just true. Like we've got to do what we got to do.
Also, I apologize for just dropping like, oh yeah, I had a suicide attempt before I came on your show last time. Ha, sorry.
No, that's real shit.
it's
That's
real
what we need to
shit,
talk
bro.
about for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Like, and that's something like I am pretty honest about with my music, and like that's something that I talked to you earlier about with like the authenticity of a performer is like, I'm a depressed fucking person. I had my first suicide attempt in like 5th grade. So like that is a part of me, and like when I have to talk about myself, that is something that eventually is going to come up. So
How about we spice things up a little bit? Do we want to do our first spin?
oh, not really, but let's get it.
Let's do it. And I'll match whatever you eat with the spoon. Let's get this.
It's bad spin. Let's redo that one. Still the same sauce though.
Number 1.
Yeah, starting off nice.
Oh, thank fucking Christ.
Little tap to you.
All right, let's do this.
Let's fucking start off number 8. I don't know how much of a. I feel like that's a solid glob.
Yeah, give me a solid glob. All right.
And Danny, this isn't me peer pressuring you. This is just me double checking. You sure you wanted to like have a good bowel movement in the morning?
Yeah. I'll pass on it. I appreciate the
Sauce
offer.
number 1. What is it? Frank's Red Hot.
Frank's Red Hot.
Well,
Rated number 1 on our scale we created. All right, ready?
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm not a fan of Frank's Red Hot. I don't really like buffalo sauce that much.
I feel like when you properly get it in with some like butter on some like nice homemade like wings and like you fry that shit up and then butter it up, that's when it's good.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe I've had too many cheap buffalo wings. All right. You want to pick a question off of our little list?
Yeah.
So how are we doing the numbers, by the way? So like obviously we're topping out 8, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
we
pretty
figured
much.
we'd just eyeball it, just kind of see where the questions are at, how we're feeling.
Fair.
So
But that one was definitely mild.
we talked a little bit already about Guitar Hero, and you mainly used. Did you play the guitar on Guitar Hero too?
Yeah, that's actually like what got me into guitar was like my dad being like, "You piece of shit! Here's an actual guitar. Learn that. Learn some Metallica on that."
Did you use the pinky when you play Guitar Hero?
Were you a pinky guy?
Now I am. Now that I actually play guitar, but I used to like just try to hit all 5 buttons with all 3 fingers.
Yeah.
But did you do hard and expert?
Hard mode. Fuck expert.
Damn.
You
like-
were on that expert mode, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
Expert actually speeds the song up faster than the actual song, though. And that's what fucks with me.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't one of them like dudes like Zach could play Through the Fire and the Flames on like hard on Guitar Hero 3. You remember that shit?
Oh, yeah.
What was your Guitar Hero that was like the go-to?
3.
3?
Oh, okay.
That was the
Perfect.
one.
That was the one.
That was
yeah.
the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw, and I feel like I was introduced to a lot of dope music from Guitar Hero. What about you?
Prayer of the Refugee on Guitar Hero 3 was my shit. Guitar Hero World Tour on the DS.
What?
Oh wow.
That is what got me using my pinky on Guitar Hero and also introduced me to Blink-182.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because they had all the small things on there. And that's... Fuck, that awakened a memory. Me just like playing in my backseat, fucking DS strumming and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what got me into like AOL music, finding all these like punk bands. So when I was like in 8th grade is when like all these like Guitar Hero bands started turning into like NoFX and all those like crazier bands.
Yeah, Guitar Hero was that staple, dude.
It was.
Loved it.
It was.
Remember the day we brought it home? From,
Guitar
like,
Hero
Costco?
2. Guitar Hero 2. We got the box set. We got that Guitar Hero 2 box. That was
Such a
the day,
huge
dude.
box. It came in such a big box.
There aren't that many video game memories I have of like the first night of getting them, but I remember the PS3 on Christmas morning, and I remember getting Guitar Hero.
You remember SpongeBob Bikini Bottom?
I remember
Just
that.
an impromptu trip to Walmart. We brought that home.
Yeah,
Battle for
because
Bikini Bottom. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
That
Dude.
was fire.
and you remember I was so upset because it was a school night, and I had we didn't have a memory card for the PS2, so I got to like the end of the Bikini Bottom little like section of the game, and if you had 10 golden spatulas or 5 or whatever, you could get to the next version, and I thought that was beating the game. My small ass was like, yo, if I have 4 golden spatulas, I need 5. And there it is. And like mom was like, all right, time for bed. And because I got him in elementary school, and I'm just like, dude, I'm 1 away. And she was getting so mad because she's like, Brian, it's past your bedtime. And I remember I got so upset because I had to turn it off and lose all my progress. But then I realized there was a lot more to the game.
The game's just starting. Okay.
I'm good.
It's hilarious.
I'm lucky enough that my family like was trying to buy my love through video games. So like, I had the memory cards, I had like external hard drives and shit.
The things that connected the GameCube to the DS. You remember those? How like with Pokemon games, if you had Pokemon Coliseum or any of those like GameCube Pokemon games where you could get like Entei and all them pretty easy, you had an extent. There was a thing that you could connect a Game Boy game into your GameCube, and if you plugged your like Pokemon Game Boy in there, you could trade the shit.
I'm on the wrong side of Gen Z for that, bud.
That was our thing. And the trading cables. You remember the trading cables? We'd sit there with a cord connecting
Game
our
Shark?
game. Yeah.
Game Shark. You remember
Game Shark got me through some shit.
Yeah, Game Shark's clutch.
Like, I had Game Shark on my DS. So, like, I never actually finished Pokemon Pearl. Like, it was just me trying to see how far I could break my game.
That's the way to do it at one point, dude.
That's how I still learn shit. Like, when I was learning audio, it was literally like, I was in church at 13 because I sucked at drums. So, they were still like, hey, you're a warm body, you want to learn how to do sound? So I did, but like I literally sat there and like I remember going through and there was a 3-band EQ because it was like a little shitty ass Behringer board, and I literally sat there, turned off 2 of the bands, leaving just 1 band, filtered that, turned the next one on, turned the first one off, filter that, and I remember the fucking youth pastor making eye contact with me while I was doing it, but I was still like, nope, we're gonna see what this sounds like right now.
Trial and error.
I didn't keep that gig, but I got some better ones because I did that shit.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I feel like the only other video game that like gave me that vast like insight to music is the Tony Hawk games.
That was just water, but I feel like I fucking chickened out because I took that sip.
Oh, I saw right as you put it down. You're like, oh, that's all right.
But no, I was actually wanting to bring that up. That Tony Hawk seems like fucking monumental to like millennial and all that shit. Where even like a lot of Gen Z, where it was just like, okay, who the fuck are the dead Kennedys? Who's Del the funky Homo sapien?
And who the fuck is Nas?
But goddamn if they didn't fucking kill it.
Oh yeah, and that was so cool about those games too, is it really showed that like skateboarding as like a culture, it involves all these other little cultures of like hip hop and punk and metal and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's dope.
Yeah, the soundtracks to those games, like he's saying, were just phenomenal, dude. It's
Iconic.
a staple.
Favorite Tony Hawk soundtrack?
Got to be American Wasteland, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially because at that time when the game released, I was really into Green Day, American Idiot Green Day. So Holiday was on that game, and I remember like I wanted to. Billy Joe was a fucking bonus character, and like all this shit, and I'm like, yeah, that's the game.
Yeah.
The soundtrack for me is on 3, but the gameplay for me is what's the one where they had to battle the Jackass crew?
Underground 2.
Underground 2.
That is probably. I mean, American Wasteland is probably my favorite for like nostalgic shit, but like Underground 2, I feel like we played the most.
Yeah, fucking unlocking Benjamin Franklin. And
Yeah,
shit.
I remember trying to beat the game 100% because you could do all the tasks, unlock all the people, and like
So good.
the special. You could be Steve-O riding the bull.
Yeah.
Such a good game.
Dude.
And I was too young to actually know Jackass, so I didn't know what all this shit was, and it was just like, this is fucking wild.
Dude, and that dude Nigel Beverhausen.
Yeah.
That motherfucker.
Yeah.
He was the Eric Sparrow. Eric Sparrow was in that game, wasn't he?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I think he was.
But they still had like that character as like the butt of all the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great game. Let's spin one more time. Should we do it if we land on the same one, spin again, or how should we do it?
Let's roll the dice and find out.
Let's figure it out.
Yep.
Oh yeah, wait, hold up. Let me get this on. Let me get this camera angle. All right, we're spinning the next round. Cody's getting it. All right, Los Calientes. What number's on that one?
4.
4.
Los Calientes, the sauce of the summer. Let's get a little dabble, do you? Fuck.
That was a couple dabs.
They need like one of those like pour things that are on the vodka.
Yeah.
Fuck. Hold on, let me get a little bit more, so I can match yours.
Wow.
All right, Los Calientes, bottoms up. Whoa, that's a lot better than I remember.
Spicy, but it fucking tastes good.
I can't quite remember. I remember this one was super hot. Because, see, I just made this list. I just, like, kind of remembered and tried to put numbers to things. But I could have got it wrong.
5 out of 10.
But I remember that one was kind of hot. And I remember this one was really hot. This local Gator hot sauce.
Yeah.
That one was boiling.
Fuck with that.
This one's really pretty hot too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. Okay, so this one's good. Did you want to read a question? Or we're going question by question?
No, you can read one.
All right. This one's crazy. If music wasn't a part of your life, what would you be passionate about?
I was like hardcore into STEM before I discovered Guitar Hero. I was one of those assholes that like, oh fuck, gonna do math every day. Gonna fucking become in my high school year, not my high school, in my like 5th grade yearbook. It's literally like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a ballerina. I want to play baseball. I want to be a graphic designer.
Really?
Yeah, like that. Because I'm a fucking weird person. Like, there's probably some weird shit going on up there that I should get tested, but that costs money. And my mom was like really crunchy with us growing up, so it was like, if the vaccines weren't recommended by like this, weren't mandatory by the school, then I probably wouldn't have gotten them, kind of shit. But like, so grew up with the internet, so I already knew what like graphic design was, what like vector design and all that stuff was, and like, okay, if I want to go to school, I'm going to have to take all these classes so I can go to Full Sail University and join their graphic design program so I can design video games for a living.
Oh my gosh.
But I was also a miserable little shit, so I saw a chance I would just be dead.
Dang. Yes, it does sound like music was like that kind of like
it
rope holding it together.
Literally fucking night and day after like Guitar Hero. Like, still dressed like a jackass, but like started getting into metal and like had those camo cargo shorts. Had my fucking like band tees from Hot Topic. My dad bought me like a little wallet that had like an iron cross on it that my mom made me rip off because it's Nazi paraphernalia. Yeah, a lot of like those metal dudes from like the 80s and shit, rocking hardcore Nazi memorabilia.
What?
Yeah, and like Lemmy from Motorhead even has a line where it's like, it's not my fault the fucking Nazis had all the good shit, but like, iron crosses, fuck that shit.
Yep. That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Like, and especially, like, if you start looking at, like, a lot of, like, the old school 80s shit, like, there's some weird stuff that made it through there. Like, Rob Halford's, like, leather daddy shit, because he was... Rob Halford from Judas Priest is, like... was a hardcore gay dude. Like, and I don't mean, like, hardcore as in, like, yeah, he was very gay. I mean, like, full-on leather daddy, like, riding a motorcycle to go fuck his next dude type shit. And that's because, like, Judas Priest got popular, that whole aesthetic got popular, and it's like, no, this isn't a motorcycle gang, guys. This is the YMCA.
All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep spinning.
I keep trying to drink water because, like, that's the proper thing to do on a podcast is, like, drink some water, clear your throat, move on to the next question.
Sound all crispy.
Nah, fuck that shit. We're going through it.
Let me get this out. Gonna give it a little spinny do. All right, what's that one?
Number 5, we're just going down the list with Mexico Lindo, salsa habanero.
I think I remember that one looking spicier than it was.
Triple extra hot. Water, habanero puree. That won't be too bad. I say right before it kicks my ass.
Oh, I love this game. I love just sitting and watching.
See, this cap is what more fucking people need for their hot sauce. Like, you can literally, like, dip it out.
Yep, get a safe amount.
Like, I know it's 3 dips on this spoon versus, like, that looks like right.
Oh yeah, let me get this. I need some dips.
Yep.
Yeah, I did 3 dips.
1,
2,
2. This is a thick one.
3.
All right.
Nice and
Viscous.
thick.
Pinky's out.
I don't
Tastes
like.
worse, but doesn't burn.
Yeah, I don't like the
burn
taste
right.
of that. That tastes gross.
Yeah. What, vinegar's like the 3rd ingredient?
Gotta be.
Water, habanero, salt. Yeah, I'm tasting the salt.
I taste that. I taste that. Sheesh. What is that? Soy sauce? Jesus.
All right, let's keep them medium.
I feel like that tastes good on a burrito though, mixed with some like some chicken or something.
Yeah. Put some on your burrito.
All right, what's the biggest lesson that 2020 taught you?
Oh.
Getting a little spicier.
Where do you want to go with that? Like, no, the fight that I almost broke into was in 2021. So let's keep going with, like, circling back to the next question. I mean, one of the previous questions, and it was just like, I have to provide. Like, even if, like, we don't play into, like, the same gender role bullshit, like, I still have my end that I need to take care of.
Yeah.
And just because I'm still working on my dreams doesn't mean that I'm fucking earning a paycheck. And that comes first.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, like, I still follow my dreams. As soon as it became a realistic opportunity for me, I quit Target, literally just walked out. But that would be the biggest lesson, is that gotta own up to your shit, gotta be an equal partner.
It's got to be 50-50.
Yeah, that's real. That must have felt so good to walk out of Target.
Oh, I know.
Just walk out. Like,
Well,
I'm done.
no, because, like, I walked out because of depression.
Oh, you were out of there.
Yeah, like, I woke up at 6 a.m. The only other people there was one old lady who literally had left home to go find out she had COVID. And then some old fucker that was, like, retired 15 years ago, and every single day since then he was at Target.
Oh, my God.
It was just like, I'm going to die here, so I'm going home.
Yep.
Walked out, told my boss, like, heading home. He was like, what's wrong? Talk to me. He's like, nothing, I just quit. Like, fuck this. And then immediately got, like, all my calls back of just like, hey, Cody, we have an event this week. Do you want it? He's like, absolutely, I need money, like, ASAP. And things just worked out.
That's how it goes. You got back on the path and shit started working.
I'm incredibly lucky it did, or else, that could have been bad.
That's a sign, though. Yeah, you're on a winning streak.
Like, I was even debating, like, pulling a fucking Larry David and just, like, going right back to my job even though I just quit. George from Seinfeld. That's the bit.
Hey, guys, I was just kidding. I was stepping out for some lunch, and I'm back at it.
Took a long lunch,
Hey,
now I'm back.
I had some low blood sugar that day. That wasn't who I am. Let's just keep going.
Let bygones be bygones.
Yeah. What about you?
What?
What's the biggest lesson you learned in 2020? Any good ones? Any big ones? Any spicy ones?
Dang. I haven't thought about one lesson. I think. I mean, this year I've been learning that similar lesson of, like, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like you said, Mr. Make It Shake. Like, if shit's not working, make it work. Because, like, there's no, like, option of fail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
2020 just seemed more like stagnation, while 2021's actually been, like, the growth.
See, it was different for me. I think the main thing I learned was that you have to stay on that path. Like, I learned that you have, at least this is what I believe, like, I believe that there's something you're meant to be doing in this world, and you know what it is. Like, you and your heart know what it is, and, like, you've known ever since you were young, and you have to make sure that that's a part of your life, or else you're not going to be okay. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, like, that's when you're going to, you know, I don't know, I won't get too far into it, but that's what I learned, was just that, like, you have to give your all to make the life you want happen, you know? Because I didn't lose a whole lot through COVID. Like, I had a job, I had a good job at a grocery store through the whole year, so I was very blessed in that aspect. But it got me thinking a lot about, like, what I do want, because I was in a work like that for, like, 4 years. So, like, being a manager of a grocery store is a very, very corporate environment, and it's a very corporate mindset you have to have. So, like, eventually I just broke down and got to the point where I'm like, I'm not giving up this that I'm doing, like, you know, I'm not giving up the podcast, I'm not giving up my art, I'm not going to stop working out so I can skate again, and then once I started skating again, I'm not going to stop skating. So, like, eventually I'm like, one of these has to go, and one of these are not like the other. Bye, Aldi. You know what I mean? I mean, not completely bye, but it was like what I was coming to terms to through 2020. What about you? Because, I mean, you had a similar adventure where, like, you had a secure job and you ventured away from it.
Yeah, no, pretty much just I mean, and just kind of following more of, like, what you feel like your path is on. Like we're all saying, like, what I was doing wasn't working, and I knew that, and I was unhappy for a while, so I had to make a change.
And we've posed that as, like, cutting out your 9 to 5 or whatever, and that's not to say that, like, that's what everyone needs to do. You need to quit your 9 to 5 job. It's not for you. It's like, that is for some people, you know, but you know when it's not for you, you know what I mean? Some people love, you know, like, running, you know, managing a restaurant. Some people love waiting tables. That's just, they love being a server or whatever, you know? I don't know.
I miss it sometimes, dude. Honestly, I miss the restaurant.
I do miss the restaurant because I enjoy the hustle and bustle. I enjoy, like, having a lot to juggle.
Not even. There was a time I fried a rag and gave it to somebody as a joke. So I said, here's a sandwich, dude, and I will never forget that. I saw it a meme the other day, and it was like a fried rag, and I had so many flashbacks. It was at the same country club where I had that spicy sauce. I've had many stories on earlier episodes.
Yeah, was that the one about the sub?
Everything.
Oh, yep. The Huggies.
The Huggies, yep. Everything, every funny story came from that restaurant, and that's what we did that at, too. We just, like a kitchen towel, we folded up in a nice little square, put in some breading, some flour.
I got this panini for you.
Deep fryer.
Hey, Carlos. Panini.
No, we said we put it on a bun, said it was a grouper sandwich. And this guy bites into it, he just comes around the corner. You guys are assholes, dude. He's like, this is not a sandwich.
What did it look like?
You know, it looked like a fried grouper sandwich till you cut it open. It's just a fried rag. Because it's just like, that's the thing of fried stuff. You know, you don't see it until you, like, bite into it or cut it open. We tried it again the next day on a girl, the other guy, the expo, the one that gave me, like, spice. Tried it on this server girl, and she cut it open first. And she's like, you should know better. She's like, we always going to cut our food open before we eat it. I'm like, all right, true.
I think everybody just needs to start working in a kitchen at, like, some point. Like, especially, like, under 18.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, like, once you can appreciate, oh, hey, maybe I shouldn't eat here because, like, holy shit, that's nasty.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've worked some places that, like, no, never going to eat there again, never going to shop there again.
Yep.
Just seeing the status of the kitchen sometimes. You're like, that has never been cleaned.
But also, like, you learn some respect, and also
absolutely.
Eventually, there's some felon who's going to take you under his wings and teach you some life lessons.
Yep. Exactly.
Like,
there's a guy named Fish in Pennsylvania. He did that for me.
Fucking God bless. Oh, I can't fucking remember his name, but he taught me this is how you eat ass.
Dude, I had the same experience.
Line cook.
So funny. Yeah, line cook, dude.
Let me tell you something, boy.
Dude, it was insane. I'm like 17. I'm like, all right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
You ever trying to get the bottom of a yogurt cup and you don't got a spoon?
Listen, it's going to taste like sweat and pennies, and if it doesn't, get the fuck out of there.
Oh, no.
All right, let's spin one more time.
Honestly,
I feel like times, but more than one.
I feel like let's hit two last eights, like eight and an 8, and that's how we're gonna write out the episode.
Okay, let's do it.
I feel like,
and then we'll ask 2 8 questions.
2 8 questions.
All right, Danny, you get the 8 questions. I'm gonna take some 8s because this is the last dab, and this is not a joke.
Okay.
I might be playing with fire, on this one, and like totally fucking myself for being like, yeah, let's just do it. Do we need to spin that, or can we just take our dab?
I say we just take some 8s. Oh yeah, we don't have. I guess I'll just film it here though, just to get a cool little angle. This is what you need to get on the YouTube channel, people, because we got these angles.
2, 3.
All right, this is the last dab. If you've seen Hot Ones, you know what the last dab is, and we're doing 3 dollops.
3.
I guess dollop's not
yeah,
the right.
we're not doing proper dabs.
Yeah, these are little dabs. All right.
I'm trying not to fuck you.
Bam. All right. Here we go.
Here goes nothing.
Brian's perspective. Headed
Dude, I
to
can
YouTube.
smell that from here. Wow.
Oh, I fucking smelled
Oh,
it.
it is.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Good luck, boys.
It's got like some pineapple or some shit.
I remember it tasting
Does not
way
taste
worse
good.
than it was spicy.
It doesn't taste edible, bro. It tastes like
Exactly.
ink. It tastes like I just sucked on a ball.
Please ask the question so I can get a drink.
Okay. All right. This is crazy. I don't write these questions. Best band currently in Southwest Florida and worst band currently in Southwest Florida with reasoning. And if you don't want,
Because if you've said anything this episode, you've proven that you know music to a certain extent. So you know what you're talking about.
you do.
Best band's absolutely subjective, but as much as I love Rocks and all of them, like, I just can't.
He's dying.
So, like, Rocks and the Revolt are definitely in my bottom tier.
Bottom tier.
Yeah. Fuck. Tapping out. Alright, remember, we got one more question left.
All right.
Oh, you know when it gets so fucking spicy, you get the hiccups?
Wait, so you said Rocks wasn't your top?
No.
I think I need some kefir too. You know, I'm gonna hold it for a little bit. I'm gonna have it over here, but I'm gonna hold it for a little bit.
You're a damn fool.
I know. He did the same thing last time, and I just don't get why.
I just want to see how long I can go.
You did it last time, the whole time. Take
Did
a
I?
drink.
Did I?
Yes. You and Steven both didn't have a drink the whole time. I'm over here shoveling.
No, this is like adult
shoveling ice cream sandwiches.
What is it called? Danimals.
How you forget my name like that? It's messed up, dude. So we have 3 questions here. Before you guys take the next one, do you want me to rifle off another one and then ask the last one after the last dab?
Oh, we're gonna do 2 8s.
You
Yeah.
want to do 2 more?
No, that was 1, and then you're another one. Yeah, 2 total, right?
Oh, I see.
I'm not gonna hold it.
He's joking.
No,
I'm
I'm
just
just
kidding.
drinking shit out of my nose.
No, just kidding.
He's joking.
He's joking.
All right, everybody. I do want to say the Madhouse had a really dope event the other day. If you live in Southwest Florida, the Madhouse is a private skate park. I think it's built out of like formerly Brotherhood skate park, like ramps from Brotherhood or Fort Myers
really?
skate park.
That's dope.
I know they have some obstacles there because with the contest they had a best trick on that big rail. Remember that big thick steel rail they had at the park, skate park?
Yeah.
They had that at the Madhouse, but they did a game skate.
The big black one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and they did it like put
Legendary.
them on top of the ramp so you could like go and do like a stall on
Wow.
it. It's sick.
I'm broken. Let's break Brian. Let's do 2 more last dabs. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Alright, let's
let's
do it.
go.
Let's do it.
Let's break him.
Oh, I'm fucking stupid.
All right, to my boss tomorrow. If I'm not moving as quickly, I do apologize. No, I'm just kidding.
My stomach hurts.
My stomach hurts.
We're
My
only
stomach
gonna
hurts,
do,
boss.
let's just do 1 dab.
I think I only
3
work till
dabs.
10 a.m. tomorrow anyway, so I'll be set. And
I'm,
I'll be
I'm in at 11.
I'll be editing the podcast.
Gohan, no.
Gohan, you don't want this.
Gohan, no.
Hey, sit, buddy. Sit. You don't want this. He's like, Dad, I bet. You want to bet? Do you want to bet? Because I'll say, I do want it. Hey, you bought the camera.
Ugh. It even looks like a little turd. That's what it's gonna feel like.
All right. One drop hot spice. But yeah, shout out to the Madhouse because they're doing cool stuff
Gohan,
for
fuck
the
right
skate
off.
scene. We don't have skate parks yet in this area, but we will soon. Mark
Yep.
my words.
And congrats on coming in second on that.
That hype. That
Fourth
got
place
me
second.
hyped.
I
Because
bet, dude. I bet.
Because I've been through 2 knee injuries, man, and that shit wasn't easy. And I was proud of how I skated. And the GoPro angle might pick up the trophy up there in the top left. Again, get to the YouTube channel. You'll be able to see it. They made a little key out of an old skateboard. And that was awesome. Handmade that.
Fuck.
Dude, why won't it come out?
I know, it's like, Brian, you don't want this. Brian, you know what is? What is going on? Come on, last dab.
Just get that camera shot of it just
It's
stuck.
peeking. It's turtling.
Bro, tap your spoon on it. Tap your spoon on it. There you go. Get that bitch out of there. Get that bitch out of there. It's okay if you get 2. It's okay if you get 2 dabs.
I feel like...
All right, there we go. That's a nice.
Wait,
smear.
let me see that shit. I want to...
Is it even? I think I need a little more.
No, I think you're good. That just looks
alright.
like the flattened out version of
I'm
mine.
gonna put this one right down on
Let
the
me
tip.
actually put back on the mic.
Kind of wish this kefir was a little colder.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't have just left it out for like the 2 hours we were waiting on Danny.
Oh, we did. That's right. All right.
Wait a fucking second.
He's yoking. Oh, the man's so smart.
Strawberry
Frozen
milk.
strawberry milk.
Oh my gosh.
I don't care.
Heck
Came
yeah.
out of
Wait, did you
nowhere.
put that in the freezer?
Fuck yeah, I did.
Dude. I also got ice cream for you.
Fuck that. That's for you now.
Legitimately
Yeah.
got ice cream for you. But I'll eat it. You can have some. You want some?
I'm good right now.
It's like cookie dough flavor or something like that. All right.
All right, now that spice is still just a painful memory.
So, did we get an answer? Best band, worst band?
I said best band. That's pretty subjective.
Oh,
like,
and then you said you tap out. You said you can't do that.
And then I just said rocks. I feel like if I had to name a band, would be one that I don't really appreciate.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Did you not understand that? The man said it 3 times.
No, I didn't understand. I thought
To be fair, he was also going through the spice.
yeah,
I feel you,
yeah.
I feel
I'm
you.
like,
You're
I
going
got some
through the
endorphins.
We were
going.
lost in the sauce.
Yeah, I get you. I get
All
you.
right, ready?
No.
Last dab, number 2.
I'm gonna at least ask the question, fucker.
What is some harsh advice artists desperately need to hear?
Stop cupping the fucking mic. It doesn't make you sound like a man. It makes you sound like a fucking bitch. It literally takes
What do you
out
mean?
all the good tones in your voice.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, and I don't know how to fucking tell that to rappers without being like, no, you actually sound like less of a man when you do that shit. Without like,
Shawty, she the baddest.
and it's just fucking rappers that do it. Like,
Yeah, it is too.
fuck.
That's wise. You heard him. You heard the man.
Don't cup the mic and don't point it at the speakers. Did you hear the man on Facebook?
Yeah, don't be doing that either.
Oh,
Feedback.
taste this. It tastes like a fucking strawberry milkshake.
Really? Dude, that was... What kind of chocolate milk or strawberry milk is that?
The fucking 7-Eleven shit.
What? I gotta like take note of that brand. That's
Fairlife, yeah.
That's a good one.
You could try it, but you have to have a dab with this first if you want to try it.
I'm okay. I'm really okay.
All right, so how do we
I
wrap it up?
appreciate it.
How do we wrap this up?
You'd wrap it up with another dab, I thought.
Yeah, I thought that's what we were gearing towards.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm just sitting here like... All right, let's go.
Okay.
One more dab, one more question. Is that what we're doing?
Yep. Do you want to ask the last question?
Yeah, as we're like hit some downtime, some milder questions. What are your top 3 games from your childhood? We kind of talked about that earlier.
Crash Bandicoot, Ty the Tasmanian Devil, Guitar Hero.
Nice. You ever play Sly Cooper?
I fucking love that
It's
shit.
fire, dude. I missed that game.
That's the game I was playing when you got hit by a car.
It was.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't even save it. That's how much I love you, dude. I didn't even save it.
I remember it. You didn't even pause it.
No, it was Christmas morning. Christmas morning, or the day after Christmas, right?
Day after Christmas.
And I got that game for Christmas. And I was sitting there
wow.
playing the game and just sitting on the little living room floor, little Brian playing the game. And then I hear banging on the living room door. And it was the girls from next door. And I was like, why are they fucking with the... Because everyone was playing outside. I'm like, why are they fucking disturbing me and shit?
knocking
And they
on the
just
shit.
kept banging. And then my mom's like, what are they doing? And then she opens the door and they're just like, Danny got hit by a car, Danny got hit by a car.
Oh,
and I was just
yeah.
like... And I just threw that controller and I was like, what? And bro, my
That's
heart, dude,
crazy.
my heart.
That's crazy.
Hit me with another one so we can buy some time. Fuck.
Best band to come out of Southwest Florida, in your opinion?
Or artist.
Or best band still in it?
I fuck so hard with Bargain Bin. You know, one of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
They do kill it. They put on a hell of a show.
Even when like the last ZombieCon, I had a press pass, and we got to be like front row for them. And that was my first time watching them.
Wait, they played a ZombieCon?
They played the last ZombieCon.
What?
Wow.
Wait, the one with the shooting?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Imagine breaking down a drum kit with that in the background.
You know my boy got shot there?
I knew you knew him. I didn't know
Yeah.
like how close you knew him.
Yeah.
Would he get like shot in the leg?
Yeah.
Was there a dude that died also? Wasn't there a guy that got shot and killed?
I'm not sure.
Or only one guy got shot? I can't remember. That was
don't
crazy
remember.
though. I forget that happens sometimes.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah, that was crazy.
And now it doesn't happen. That was a cool event Southwest Florida did.
I never went.
I went one time.
I've never been in my life to ZombieCon.
I think it was the year prior to the shooting I went. Oh no, he's got the trash can.
He's
He might
joking.
yoke. Or that's just for the tissues. We'll see.
See.
I'm sorry, Cody.
I don't have shit to prove. Oh, the guy who can't handle the spice doesn't like rocks in the revolt because he finds it derivative. Ooh.
I love it, dude. I love it.
Why is nobody calling me for gigs anymore? Holy shit. Why do they? Oh, why when everybody plays Truth or Dab on Hot Ones, why do they always just take the dab?
You're the man, Cody. Fuck. You're awesome.
Let it be known that this podcast is and will be, for the next couple episodes, recorded on Cody's very own board that he's letting us use. Because he's a hero.
Shout out, Cody.
That was 2 dabs. That was 2 big old blobs on there.
Uh-oh.
We gotta end it out.
Yeah, I need some of that ice cream. Because I don't really feel like I need it right now.
Nice.
Damn, that's a big
Coming
one.
out nice, dude. Coming out nice.
Literally looks like
Looks
something inedible.
Looks like chicken crap.
It does.
Mhm.
Wait, yeah, you know that too. 'Cause
It's
you got
exactly
chickens.
like chicken
Heat
poop.
level
Ew.
10 out of 10. It's got exactly 0% of any dietary shit that you need.
All right.
So 0%. I can't.
0% good, 100% bad.
No saturated fats though.
Yes, I've been watching my saturated fats. All right, last one, and then did we do the question? Oh, no, we have one
reading
more.
it. You were gonna be reading it with the hot.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
He's grabbing a tissue.
Just buying time. All right. Fuck it.
All right, let's do it. Last one. Let's go.
Fucking read.
All right, last question is: what is the biggest regret in your life?
Oh, breaking up with Tess after she was able to fucking deal with me after, like, heading on our 3rd date ever. She came to a stranger's house where I OD'd on 8 Percocets and an entire bottle of vodka, and she still, like, stayed with me through the entire night, and then I broke up with her a week later.
Oh, damn.
Whoa!
Yeah, it fucked up.
But you got her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
After all that shit, she was still like, hey, Cody, yeah, I'll come back. Thanks, bud.
So you could say that it led to where you are.
No, I'm a firm believer that every fuck up you make is like another step in the life that you have to take. And that you can't like go back and change shit without changing who you are in the future. But that was still really fucking stupid, just like this was.
Yeah. No, I've made some
Yeah, I'm
dumb
starting to feel
decisions,
this.
dude.
It's starting to feel that like fire breath. Like every time you breathe out, it's just like, oh damn.
You want me to wrap her up, or you want to keep it going for a little bit?
I mean, if you have anything to add, we can
Well, I'll try with a hot take.
we can tie a close on it.
Y'all didn't even try the Gator one. Y'all scared? Y'all got scared of the Gator?
That Gator run was harsh. I remember.
Nothing's worse than the XXX.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah, that last dab.
You sweat?
Still not the hottest.
You alright? No?
No.
The one from
I'm
karaoke
sure the one.
was
Yeah,
hotter?
I'm sure that one because
Yeah.
that one was above the Carolina Reaper.
Yeah.
Does this have pepper X in it? Or Carolina Reaper in it? Pepper
What do we
X,
got in there?
chocolate pepper X,
Chocolate.
peach pepper X,
You can't have
distilled
chocolate.
vinegar,
What? Peach? We're just making up names, dude.
peach pepper X.
Peach pepper X.
They're all just jalapenos, and then they just fucking put capsaicin in it. And they're like,
Got to.
I need some more kefir, dude. I don't care if it's lukewarm.
Oh, fucking chug it. Not gargle it. There we go. Gargle it.
ASMR.
That didn't sound like a gargle.
Okay, Cody. Things to look out for. The Go Skate Day event.
Yep.
That's something that's coming up this month.
June 21st. That's gonna be, dude. I cannot wait. Like if you got work, call off work. June 21st.
It's a Monday
down.
this year. I haven't done anything for Go Skate Day in like 3 or 4 years since like moving and stuff, and I've never done anything like this for Go Skate Day, like putting on an event.
This will be. Mark my words. This will be the biggest. This will be the biggest Go Skate Day event in Southwest Florida in history. I can put money on it.
Absolutely.
I can put money on it.
And we've got it all over social media. If you follow us in any aspect of the podcast, or me and Danny personally, you see it. But Skating with Snacks, dude, Kyle's doing it.
We're
putting together a Go Skateboarding Day event at
Shout out
Veteran
the
Skate
team.
Park.
Everybody killing it. This whole household is on another level with it.
I'm starting to get that high that comes with getting too hot.
Yeah, I'm like 16 words ahead, so I'm trying to dial it back a little bit because I'm just like my brain's going. But we're gonna be there early. But it's officially starting at like noon. But we're gonna be there cooking burgers, and there's gonna be food for everybody the whole day. There's gonna be waters for everybody to stay hydrated. We're gonna have lots of complete skateboards to give away to kids that don't have any. We want to have parents present because we want it to be like a, like if you're a parent listening to this and your kid has been wanting to skateboard or something like that, come by and just say what's up, and like I guarantee we'll have a board for you. And Kyle's getting together helmets as well that we're gonna be giving away. Yeah, this one. Yeah, it's about dying image. We're just on the GoPro right now. Yeah, and there's a lot of people involved. Stiff Boards is gonna be giving some stuff away. Roadrunner is gonna be there with some stuff to give as well. Ride Nature, I believe, just joined as well.
Yep.
I'm gonna have Professor Shred stuff, grip tape, and the whole nine. We're gonna have some City of Palms podcast stuff. Set Life Pro, Swap Fever is gonna be there making an appearance. We're gonna have tunes. We're gonna have speakers with all local jams for us to skate to, and it's gonna be sick, bro. I'm gonna try to not have a lot of work to do so that we can just skate and have fun,
Exactly. Yep. That's the way to do it. It's gonna be legendary, big event,
and we're documenting the whole thing. We're going to be filming it because we're trying to build skate parks around here, dude, and we want to show the city. There's skaters here. We need parks, This is 2021. Skating's in the Olympics, bro. We need to take it to that level.
Yeah, the fact that we have to drive to either Lehigh. Lehigh is our only free park available where we don't have to wear a helmet. We can roll up. We can skate for free. We don't have to pay. Lehigh is the only park here around within at least an hour drive, as close as an hour. Even veterans being in Lehigh for us is like a 45-minute drive.
And thankful for what we have.
Oh, absolutely.
But all things considered, it's kind of a piece of shit.
And not even that, but we need one here.
Yeah.
Dude, we live lives where it's not reasonable to go 45 minutes to an hour out the way to Lehigh to skate, and then weather permitting, everything. Some prefab ramps, exactly.
And there's so many locations around here. Kyle's gonna make it happen, bro. Skating with Snacks and all the skaters, all these people doing cool things and starting skate brands. Everyone's going to make it happen. Events like the 21st is going to be what makes it happen. All of us coming together, Madhouse, all these different little sectors of the skate scene coming together because all of us need parks. And, these kids need safe spots to skate. If you're a kid wanting to be an Olympic skateboarder, that's something you can do now. So you need to have a place to train safely, You got to learn how to tray flip 50-50 handrails because that's just the level skateboarding is at, you know what I mean? And you can't do that at Veteran Skate Park. I'm sorry.
I know.
The run up on that handrail. Only handrail they have, and it's a piece of shit.
Yep.
I apologize. You guys are talking about making moves and shit, and I'm just dying here.
Yeah, I'm trying. I apologize, Cody. Is there anywhere they can find you at? Anything you want them to look out for?
Don't give a fuck about me. Support these guys. Support Set Life. Actually help people who are doing shit.
But also look up Cody Co. Cody & Co. is on Spotify.
Shift 7.
Shift 7.
Get that. What is it? Helvetica ampersand. And where can they find us at, dude?
You can find us at City of Palms Podcast. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, new episodes up in your ears every Monday. We're at your eyes every Monday, too, on YouTube.
YouTube channel. Please get over there because we put a lot of effort into this show. And it's time-consuming, and we love it, and we don't want to stop doing it, and we want you guys to see it.
Yep. If you make a hot sauce, send it to our show. We're gonna be doing weekly submissions.
Gonna be doing weekly hot sauces. Cody
yeah.
Smith's coming every week.
Every week. Yeah.
Gonna toughen up that tummy. I guess it's more of like a mouth thing.
No, it's definitely something.
He's like, but yeah, and go to the Instagram for the giveaway. Like we said at the beginning, we are giving away some stuff that we're really happy to be giving to someone. You know, like it is stuff we care about, items that like we would love to receive for free. So get over there, take the steps that the post says, tag some friends. We're gonna be here every week.
Yep. Get at us.
All right.
Your tats are sick. That chest piece is sick.
This has been episode 91.
Yes, sir. Thank
Hit
you,
him
Cody.
with the outro, Soren.